Welcome everyone to Walking with Wayne, presented by our friends at Revolution Mortgage. Hello, I'm your host Wayne White, the play-by-play voice of the North Myrtle Beach High School Chiefs. Our Walking with Wayne interviews here on the Chiefs Sports Network are meant to give our fans more insight to the young men and women that work hard to represent our entire community here on the South Carolina coast. In this Walking with Wayne, which is presented by our new sponsor, Revolution Mortgage, we will get to know a recent North Myrtle Beach grad and a track and field standout, Destinee Vereen. Our Walking with Wayne segment, and walking is recent North Myrtle Beach graduate Destinee Vereen. Destinee, two-sport athlete here at North Myrtle Beach. And Destinee, I kind of didn't prep you, but we got to walk while we're doing this. So, so I've known Destinee for quite a few years. Timmy and Eve Vereen, her parents, good friends of mine. And so, Destinee, when you got into high school, basketball was like I'm guessing your love, because that was your sport.
Yeah, pretty much all my life I played basketball. So starting in 7th grade on varsity and then coming into high school, yeah, I definitely love basketball.
So basketball was your mainstay, and then you get into your freshman year, and how did they talk you into coming out for shot put, I guess, right at the end of the year there?
Well, ever since 7th grade, when you can start playing sports, they've been asking me to come out for shot put, but I always denied it, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna come out. But I mean, I was just bored and wanting to try another sport, so I came out and ended up falling in love with it.
So freshman year comes around, basketball's going well, shots going well, you're learning, and then sophomore year hits and the knee injury comes. Ends basketball, ends shot. For that year. So you're somebody that's always been active. So talk about that knee injury a little bit. And I guess as far as you personally with your head, getting yourself back in after that and going through the rehab and then making the decision whether you were going to come back and play basketball or not.
Yeah, it was most definitely hard. When first finding out, I didn't think it was going to be anything major, because prior to that, probably the year before that or the summer before actually injuring my knee, I had a different injury, but it wasn't nothing major. So I was thinking, it's just the same thing, I can do this. So, and then I go to Ortho SC, and then he's like, ooh, it looks like a ACL, you tore your ACL. And I'm like, no, just wait for the MRI. So I go and I get an MRI probably 2 days later. And then I go back to ortho the next day, and he's like, yeah, you tore your ACL. So immediately I'm like, wow. So basketball season hasn't even started. We didn't even have our first game, nothing. So I'm like, wow. I was really shocked more. I was more shocked than I don't know. And so it was the first game of the season is when I actually found out. So having to deal with being sad about my knee, but also having to uplift my teammates during the game the same day, it was definitely hard. And then just now falling in love with shot put, I'm just now doing it the year before, and then finding out that I'm not going to do it again, it was definitely something hard to live with.
So when you come back from the injury, I know you made the decision, and I'm guessing that was really tough not to play basketball, and then just kind of picking up shot put basically as your full-time event.
Yeah. Sitting out that year, I was definitely thinking, because already 9th grade year, I was like, I don't know if I want to do basketball anymore. Definitely just falling out of love with it. But I wanted to try again, coming back out of the injury. I wanted to try basketball, but then I just realized it wasn't something I wanted to do anymore. So taking on shot put full time is definitely something that I'm grateful that I did, and I'm really happy about it, doing it.
So let's talk a little bit about the shot put, because I know when you first started throwing, I was kind of talking to your dad one time, and it was more of you just basically getting the shot and going out there and just throwing it as far as you could without much technique. So talk a little bit about how that was, just learning, one, the technique, and then all of a sudden, when it starts putting together, obviously your throw is getting a lot longer.
Yeah, coming out ninth grade year, having no coach really for shot put. We didn't get a coach until last year actually. So, coming out ninth grade, last 2 weeks of the season, trying to find track meets in order to even qualify for lower states or states. So I'm just going out there throwing it and like actually throwing pretty well. So I'm like, okay, maybe this can work. And so then coming out 11th grade year, like I get introduced and we have a coach. And I'm like, wow. And then like they're like, this is like the best coach in Horry County. So I'm like, okay. So I tried to do like a spin for a little while, and I just could never get it. Like I would always get dizzy. So this year, probably like a little bit before Horry County meet, like during spring break a little bit, I started to learn like the glide actually. And like we always was like, no, don't do the glide because my knee. And I was like, he asked me one day, he was like, you want to try to glide? I was like, yeah, like, the knee good already 2 years later, the knee good. So I go out there and I try to glide, and my numbers just got better and better.
So your numbers get better and better, and they get better, and then all of a sudden you're Horry County champion, you're Region 6 champion, and state champion. So how does that, just from, again, your freshman year is just a couple of weeks, you go in, you're out your sophomore year, junior year, kind of picking it back up, and then all of a sudden, like you said, you're more than two-thirds or about two-thirds of the way through at spring break with your senior year, and things really click.
Yeah, really just my coach for real, because like he got a lot of experience. His son does track, in college and stuff. So him, leading and guiding me, and then basically just having trust in myself, knowing that like no matter like the injury, whatever, like knowing that if I just continue to just practice something, continue to just go after what I want, I know that I can get it. And basically just having trust in my knee, just having be able to build it up through practicing, like coming out practicing, and not taking a short way out of it. So
now high school career's over with, and we talked a little bit before, athletic career, at least competitively in schools, that's over with, because tell us what your future plans are.
Yeah, a lot of times people keep asking me why don't I go off and play a sport in college, but I always knew that I wanted my athletic career to end in high school. I never wanted to take it anywhere farther. And after completing high school, I went to go to Horry Georgetown Technical College to pursue ultrasonography to become an ultrasound tech.
So stellar career, and first class person. I mean, your mom and dad. I've told them they did an incredible job raising all of their children, and the way that just watching you grow through the years, and I thought it was, I thought it was funny at first when you first started out, because I remember, I think it might have been before your sophomore year, I was kind of talking to you a little bit, but also talk to your dad, and it was kind of one of those, you just go out and throw it as far as you can and see what happens. But yeah, that was one of the things that I was interested to talk to you about here, because the progression that you've had from freshman to now, but really just your junior and senior year, because you didn't have a sophomore year and the freshman year was so short. So well, thank you very much. How was the state? I saw the video your grandmother posted. How was it stepping up on that podium there with everybody else around you?
It felt great, going in last year, not even placing on the podium at all, and then coming to this year and actually getting first. It felt pretty good.
Yeah, well, you look good standing up. That podium, I'm guessing that first step must have been pretty high, because I saw you really getting your knee up there. Well, Destinee, thank you very much. Good luck, and we look forward to you continue to hang around North Myrtle Beach. Since you're going to Tech, you're not going to be too far.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere, and thank you for joining us with this Walking with Wayne segment. Revolution Mortgage is here to simplify the mortgage process. From application to closing, Revolution Mortgage makes the loan process easy and straightforward for their clients. In North Myrtle Beach, contact Senior Loan Officer Brad Elliott for your best loan options. whether you are looking to purchase a home or refinance your current loan. Revolution Mortgage is here to help lead you through the process. Give Brad a call today at 336-358-7275.